Hi, y'all boys, what's good? So, I'm saying? We're back with another reaction video. 10 horrifying things scientists found in space. Now, I don't know if y'all noticed, but space is a pretty scary place. And there's a bunch of stuff in space. I mean, who knows if there's aliens out there? They could be wanting to destroy Earth. Who knows? Who knows if they even know we exist? But, let's just hop straight into the video. Gonna see what kind of scary stuff is in space. Let's go.
So, let's start. Number 10, black holes.
Oh, wait, is it picking up the audio?
The ultimate cosmic traps.
There we go.
Black holes are the universe's version of a monster hiding under your bed, except this one can swallow entire star systems without even burping. They're born when giant stars collapse under their own weight, creating a singularity, a point of infinite density. That's like cramming Mount Everest into the size of a pinhead. And the gravity?
Yeah, that's super small. I don't have a pin on me, but that's like if it's talking about like the little pinhead hole, that's smaller than like that. Like that's like that small. Damn, that's crazy.
So powerful that not even light can escape. That's why they're invisible, like cosmic ninjas waiting in the dark. Now, if you ever got close to one, you wouldn't just fall in. No, the black hole wants to play with its food. You'd experience something called spaghettification, where gravity pulls harder on your feet than your head, stretching you out like cosmic taffy. Astronomers gave it a funny name, but trust me, it's not the kind of pasta you want to be. But the real nightmare fuel is
I don't think I
that
want to be
black
any
holes
type of
don't
pasta.
just sit there. They move. Some are wandering through space like invisible predators.
But it'd be crazy. Like, imagine if there's a black hole heading towards like Earth right now, and like, cause he just said they're invisible. Like, you wouldn't be able to see it. Cause like the only way you could see them is like you could see like the light bending around them. So like it'll be pretty like if a scientist wasn't paying enough attention, then it would pretty much like we would like it's a possibility that we wouldn't know that one's like there could be one on the way right now we wouldn't even know. And just we just be like done in like 5 seconds.
silently drifting until something like a star or an unlucky planet like ours wanders too close. And they don't just eat quietly either. When a black hole consumes matter, it can blast out jets of radiation so bright they outshine entire galaxies. Imagine something
Entire
that can swallow
galaxies.
light
Y'all realize how big a galaxy
and
is,
vomit
bro?
it back
That's
out
crazy.
10 times stronger. And here's the kicker. We don't actually know how many are out there. There could be millions roaming unseen, lurking in the dark. Right now, a rogue black hole could be headed straight for us, and we wouldn't notice until
I just said that. I literally just said that. I just said that.
the sky bent like a funhouse
I
mirror.
just
Number
said that.
9. Rogue planets. Homeless worlds in the dark. Planets are supposed to behave. They're supposed to orbit a nice, warm star, spin politely, and let life evolve in peace. But rogue planets,
There's only one.
they don't care
planet
about
on Earth has
rules.
life on it.
These are worlds that got kicked out of their solar systems, flung into the cosmic void. Now they drift alone through eternal darkness, starless and frozen like interstellar ghosts. Astronomers estimate there could be more rogue planets than stars in our galaxy. Let that sink in. There might be billions of Earth-sized planets wandering the dark, invisible, unpredictable, and totally untrackable. They don't give off light, so unless one passes in front of something brighter, they're practically impossible to see. Meaning one could be drifting toward us right now, and we wouldn't even know until
Damn,
it
so it's like
arrived
the
at
same
our
thing with the black
doorstep
hole
like a
thing.
cosmic wrecking ball. And
Damn.
here's the horror movie twist. Some rogue planets could
Because like, right? You got to think about it. If an asteroid could wipe out the dinosaurs, if a rogue planet hit Earth, we would all die like instantly. Matter of fact, not even just that, Earth would literally be blown up. That's crazy.
still harbor life. Sure, the surface would be frozen solid, but deep underground, volcanic activity could heat subterranean oceans, keeping them liquid. That means there could be entire ecosystems of
What the
alien
fuck is
creatures
that?
living in pitch black oceans beneath the surface of a planet that's been drifting alone for
That nigga-
billions of years. No sunlight, no stars, just endless darkness and things adapted to live in it. So when you picture aliens, don't just imagine little green men under a bright sun. Picture creatures evolving in caves of eternal night, swimming in black oceans, never knowing the warmth of a star. And billions of those haunted worlds could be out there right now, drifting silently. The universe
I'm
is
just glad
basically
we're
littered
not on
with
any of those,
cosmic
planets.
horror
We're
stories
a nice,
waiting to
habitable
bump
planet,
into
you know,
us.
Earth.
Number
that
8.
we gotta be grateful for.
Gamma ray bursts. The universe's sniper shots. If black holes are the slow burn of space horror, gamma ray bursts are the jump scare. These are the brightest explosions in the universe, so bright they make supernovas look like birthday candles. A single gamma ray burst can unleash more energy in a few seconds than our sun will release in its entire 10 billion year lifespan, and if one ever aimed at Earth, game over. No warning, no survival, just a fried atmosphere and mass extinction. Here's how they happen. When a giant star collapses or two neutron stars smash together,
Why do these look like giant nutsacks?
they release massive jets of radiation. But unlike normal explosions, gamma ray bursts are directional. They don't just go boom in every direction, they fire deadly beams like sniper rifles shooting across the galaxy at nearly the speed of light. And if Earth ever happens to be in the line of fire, well, that's it. Our ozone layer would vaporize, the sky would turn toxic, and within days, life as we know it would be toast. The worst part? We'd never see it coming. 1 second, you're sipping coffee, the next, humanity is gone, deleted by a
We gotta think about how lucky like we really are that like none of this shit has happened yet. But like I just hope that it doesn't happen in at least my lifetime. You know what I'm saying? I just hope, bro, because I would not want to go through that at all. you gotta think about it. Like it's not just like the threat on Earth that we have to like. We don't have to worry about threats on Earth every single day. We also got to worry about threats in space that we can't even see coming until it's too late, or we won't even know it just happened. It just happens, and we can't even process it because we're gonna die.
cosmic
Yeah, that's
death
crazy,
beam
man.
from halfway across the universe. Some scientists even think a gamma ray burst might have caused one of Earth's ancient mass extinctions, wiping out life long before
See,
humans
it
were around
already
to
happened
worry
to them,
about it.
bro.
So yeah,
Like,
space
imagine if that
doesn't
happened
just
to you.
hide monsters. Sometimes it has a sniper rifle pointed directly at your head, and you'll never even know until it pulls the trigger. Number 7. Neutron stars. When massive stars die, sometimes they don't collapse into black holes. Instead, they become neutron stars, and these are arguably just as terrifying. Imagine an entire sun's worth of mass packed into a sphere about the size of Manhattan. A teaspoon of neutron star material would weigh about 1 billion tons. Drop that on Earth, and well, there wouldn't be an Earth anymore. These stars also spin ridiculously fast, sometimes hundreds of times per second, and as they spin, they shoot out beams of deadly radiation like cosmic lighthouses. Step into one of those beams, and your planet gets sterilized instantly. Some neutron stars, called magnetars, have magnetic fields trillions of times stronger than Earth's. If you got within 1,000 kilometers of one, the magnetic forces would literally rip the electrons out of your atoms. Translation: you disintegrate before you even touch the surface. And here's the kicker. When two neutron stars crash into each other, they don't just explode, they create gravitational waves, rippling space-time itself. The last time scientists detected one of these collisions, it also produced heavy elements such as gold and platinum. So yes, the jewelry you're wearing, probably forged in one of the most violent events in the universe. Space horror and bling all in one package. Neutron stars prove that size doesn't matter when it comes to terror. They're small,
so
but they
gold-
pack more death and
that is true,
destruction
though. All,
than
like,
almost
these
anything
researchers
else
came
in
from space.
existence. Basically,
Like, all the
they're
gold and shit,
cosmic
like-
grenades waiting.
Like, see, like the phone you're holding right now is technically from space because all the materials came from that onto Earth. So, damn, yeah, it's crazy.
to go off. Number 6. The Botas Void, a hole in the universe. If
I always thought it was pronounced the booty's void. I'm not even gonna lie, because like
black holes are terrifying
I never bothered
because
to
they're
look at the
invisible. The
pronunciation. I just
Buddha's
assumed.
void is terrifying because it's too visible. It's an enormous region of space about 330 million light years across with almost nothing in it. Astronomers call it the Great Nothing, which sounds like something out of a horror novel. To put it in perspective, if the Milky Way sat at the center of the Botas Void, we wouldn't have discovered other galaxies until modern telescopes were invented. That's how empty it is. Looking into it is like staring into cosmic static, as if the universe itself glitched and left a blank space. Scientists think the void was formed form naturally as galaxies clustered elsewhere, leaving behind a cosmic desert. But of course, there are creepier theories. Some speculate that advanced civilizations might have cleaned out the void for reasons we can't understand.
Do y'all wonder if there's if there was aliens out there? Do y'all wonder if how much more advanced do you think they are than us? Because me personally, I think they're not as developed as us. I could be wrong, but we'll probably never know because we're probably never ever gonna find them. Like at least in our lifetimes, in our kids' lifetimes, like maybe next century, but definitely not this one for sure.
Others suggest it could be a sign of physics we don't yet comprehend, like a giant scar in the structure of the cosmos. Standing on Earth, we're used to a sky filled with stars. Imagine instead looking up and seeing nothing. No twinkling lights, no galaxies, no comfort of knowing the universe is full of...
I mean, that's literally like, if you don't have a telescope and you look up in the sky, like when's the last time you've seen like that much stars? Because that's why I don't like light pollution, because I'm pretty sure if there was no light pollution, we'd be able to see the Milky, you could be able to see the Milky Way galaxy just looking up. But because there's so much light pollution, we can't see any of that, because we can barely see stars outside.
Of neighbors, just darkness stretching on forever. The Boda's void
sad.
is proof that sometimes the scariest thing isn't what's hiding in the dark, it's the dark itself. Number 5. Alien megastructures, the galaxy's haunted houses. Back in 2015, astronomers noticed something bizarre. A star called Tabby's star, KIC 8462852, was dimming in a way...
What the fuck is this long? Yo, bro, why do fucking astronomers and the scientist people, why do they always give the weirdest names to things, bro? They always give the weirdest, longest name, bro. There's no reason for that. Just name it something simple that everyone can remember. Because I don't know, how do y'all remember that stuff?
Not like a little twinkle, not like a planet passing in front of it. The light was dipping by up to 22%. For comparison, if Jupiter passed in front of our sun, it would only block about 1%. Something enormous was blocking the star, and we didn't know what. Naturally, the internet lost its mind. One theory was that an alien civilization had built a Dyson sphere, a gigantic structure wrapping around a star to harvest its energy. Think about that. Aliens building a machine the size of a solar system. Scientists have since...
Yo, sure, some people just don't have brains. What if it's just a giant planet, bro, or something? But no, you just immediately go to the crazy shit, bro.
Suggested it might just be a giant swarm of dust or comets. But here's the creepy part. Dust doesn't explain everything. And even if it's not aliens, the idea of mega structures floating out there, half-finished, abandoned, or active, is enough to give anyone cosmic chills, because what kind of civilization needs that much power, and what happened to them if their projects are just drifting? The horror here isn't just about aliens existing, it's about them being so far beyond us that their leftover scraps could outshine entire galaxies. Picture walking through an abandoned skyscraper and realizing it was built by something 1,000 times your size. That's the vibe of alien megastructures, reminders that if the universe has neighbors, they're not just ahead of us, they're in another league entirely. Number 4. Killer comets and asteroids. Earth's serial killers. Here's the thing about space, it doesn't need exotic monsters to kill us. Sometimes a good old-fashioned rock will do the job, and the universe has plenty. Millions of comets and asteroids are drifting through the solar system. Some as small as pebbles, others big enough to ruin your whole civilization. Case in point, about 66 million years ago, one of them ended the reign of the dinosaurs. A rock only 10 kilometers wide smacked into Earth and caused global chaos. Fires raged, tsunamis swallowed coastlines, the sky went dark with dust. For years, plants died, animals starved, and the dinosaurs, the ultimate Earth bosses, got deleted in one bad afternoon. Now here's the kicker. Scientists estimate that potentially hazardous asteroids still cross our orbit all the time. We track many of them, but not all of them. In fact, some sneak by with...
Wait, hold on. Isn't there an asteroid I'm pretty sure there's an asteroid projected to hit Earth in the future. I don't remember the year at all, but I'm pretty sure there was one projected to hit Earth in the future. I hope it doesn't hit, but what are you gonna do? You just gotta thug it out.
without us even noticing until they're already gone. In 2019, a city killer asteroid about 100 meters wide zipped past Earth at only a quarter of the distance to the moon. We spotted it 2 days after it passed. If that had hit, entire cities could have been wiped off the map. And comets, even scarier. They move faster, come from deeper space, and we usually get even less warning. Imagine a giant icy bullet hurtling toward Earth at
I mean, but like if it's like a city killer, I could understand how you evacuate people. But like if it's like one that could like wipe out an entire country, like aren't y'all just pretty much cooked at that point? Because there's no way, like if this like it's not possible for everybody to leave. You got to think about the poor people, and you got to think about the homeless people, and then there's like there's gonna be backed up as well. So like even people who can afford flights, like if you don't have a private jet, you're cooked because like if you're not one of the first people that booked flights, then you're probably cooked. Now, yes, they probably have like some like emergency thing where like they just let a bunch of people on the planes, but even then, like there's not gonna be enough probably. So there still be some people that would die. It's just kind of crazy. Like, man, damn, you just really die at any second. Just like there's so much things out in the world that could just kill us that we can't even control.
70,000 kilometers per hour, and we don't even know it's coming until it lights up the sky. So yeah, dinosaurs had bad luck. But the universe doesn't play favorites. Our reset button is still out there, circling patiently. Number 3, dark matter and dark energy, the invisible monsters. If you think the scariest things in space are the ones we can see, think again. About 95% of the universe is invisible. Scientists call it dark matter and dark energy. We don't know what they are, but we know they exist because we can see their effects. Dark matter is like an invisible skeleton holding galaxies together. Without it, the stars would just fly apart like confetti. We can't touch it, see it, or interact with it, but it's literally shaping the universe around us. Imagine walking through a haunted house and realizing that invisible hands are holding up the walls. Creepy, right? Then
but you wouldn't realize
there's dark energy, which is even weirder. It's the mysterious force making the universe expand faster and faster. Like someone stepping on the gas pedal of reality. No one knows what it is or why it exists. For all we know, it could one day tear the universe apart in something called the Big Rip, where galaxies, stars, planets, and even atoms get pulled apart into nothingness. What's scarier than monsters you can't see? Monsters that make up everything. Space horror isn't just about black holes and comets, it's the realization that 95% of reality is a mysterious substance that we don't understand, but that controls literally everything. We're basically ants trying to guess how electricity works. Number 2, time warps and relativity nightmares. If space is scary, time in space is downright freaky. Einstein's relativity taught us that time isn't fixed. It bends and stretches depending on gravity and speed, which means in certain places in the universe, time can get seriously messed up. Take black holes again. Near their edges, the event horizon time slows down compared to the outside universe. If you hovered near one, ignoring the whole being spaghettified thing, a few hours for you might equal thousands or even millions of years out here. You could leave.
I think I still like I wonder how time, but like I understand that I just don't understand how it works like completely, because like how does the gravity slow down time? Like that's what I'm confused about, because I don't know, man. It's just confusing. It's confusing.
Take a short trip near a black hole and come back to find civilization gone, languages extinct, and cockroaches running the place. But it's not just black holes. Even traveling at near light speed messes with time. Astronauts on the International Space Station technically age a tiny bit slower than we do on Earth. Not by much, just a few milliseconds, but it proves the point. Time isn't stable. It's relative. Now, imagine alien civilizations that cracked faster than light travel. Their sense of time might be completely different. They could visit Earth, leave, and come back 5 minutes later only to find 10,000 years have passed here. That's cosmic horror at its finest. Number 1, solar flares and cosmic radiation storms.
Hold on, low-key. That's like kind of like time travel if you think about it, because like you could like like this is not theoretical. Obviously, you can't do this in real life. But like, let's say you went to a black hole, like you somehow survived, like you just didn't get pulled apart, right? Like you were far enough so it didn't like get you, but like it slowed down your time, and then you come back to Earth, and then like it's like the year 10,000. Wait, I don't know what he said 10,000. I want to copy him. Let's just say it's the year like 30,000, right? And then boom, there's like actually like flying cars and stuff. There's like, you know, like a bunch of futuristic like inventions and shit. That's looking crazy. And then maybe they might actually have a time machine. Yo, hold on. We can't make a time machine for the past, but maybe that's how they make a time machine for the future. They just find a way to have like a bunch of gravity, like on a person, and then they can travel into the future. That's low. That's low. See, I'm smart like that, bro. You gotta have a big brain. I'm telling you.
The sun looks nice and warm from Earth, but don't let it fool you. Our star is basically a giant nuclear reactor that occasionally loses its temper. Sometimes it spits out solar flare bursts of radiation so powerful they can fry satellites, knock out power grids, and bathe astronauts in deadly doses of radiation. The scariest part? We've already had close calls. In 1859, the Carrington event sent massive solar flares slamming into Earth. Telegraph lines sparked, operators were
They
electrocuted.
had those back then? Oh, wait, telegraph lines. Oh no, I thought they were talking about power lines. Nah, my bad. Because they had like the phones and shit. I'm pretty sure that like yeah.
And the night sky
I
lit
think
up with auroras
they-
so
they had
bright
phones back
people
then, right?
could
I
read
think so, I think so.
newspapers by them. If the same thing happened today, it could cripple the internet, shut down global communications, and cause trillions in damage. We're talking about society hitting the reset button, not because of aliens or asteroids, but because the sun sneezed. And beyond our solar system, radiation storms are even nastier. Out in deep space, cosmic rays zip around at nearly the speed of light. These particles can pass through flesh, bone, and even spacecraft shielding. Long-term exposure could shred DNA, cause cancer, or even fry the nervous system. Basically, space wants to microwave you alive. Radiation is invisible, unstoppable, and everywhere. The only reason we're safe is Earth's magnetic field, which acts like a cosmic umbrella. Step outside that protection, say on a long trip to Mars, and suddenly the universe feels a lot less welcoming. So next time you're lying in the sun enjoying
Hey, you know, bro, we damn fuck can't speak, but we really weren't made to go to space. We are just made to stay on Earth. You know, just chill on the planet that we were so gracefully gifted by God. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're supposed to do. But you know, it's so interesting to see, you know, what's out there. But it's just crazy that like we'll never like know that much about the universe because everything's just so far away. Everything's just like it's just crazy because like a light year is like I forgot it's not but like I don't remember the exact amount of years it is, but it's a lot of years. Yeah, man. I hope y'all learned something from this little video. Hope y'all enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.